What's going on, everyone? It's Ben from YGO from Zero, back with another limited list reaction video, and this is very, very exciting. As you know, it's the end of 2002, and Yu-Gi-Oh's a bit crazy right now. Pharaoh's Servant was a pretty busted pack. I mean, Jinzo shutting off traps, Imperial Lord shutting off spells, limiter removals, being able to buff up all your Jinzos and your machines to absurd heights, getting from major OTKs, wild stuff. We've been waiting for, sort of a limited list to curb the power of this set for quite some time. And luckily, Upper Deck Entertainment has just released a new forbidden list, or not forbidden list. It says forbidden cards here, which is why I said that. But of course, this is not a ban list. Upper Deck Entertainment would never prevent us from playing cards that we acquired. So, I don't know why this forbidden card section's even here, but I'm excited to see what the limited cards are. So let's just dive into it. This is my sort of first reaction to it. And let's see. Okay, limited cards. We already have the Exodia pieces, still limited, of course. Pot of Greed, Chain of Heart, Dark Hole, Raigeki, Mantra. I mean, those were all limited before. Same with Mirror Force, Duo, Confiscation. Come on, give us a new card on this limited section. Painful, Forceful, Snatch Steal, Cyberjar. I mean, these were all limited before. Upstart. Swords. Okay, actually, Swords is the new one. Swords was semi-limited for a bit. I wonder why they're curbing Swords, because I feel like Swords is decent for stopping OTK strategies, because you've had triple Jinzo plus triple limiter, plus triple Call of the Han, and plus triple premature burial to bring back everything. So it's been kind of creative for OTKs. I'm kind of wondering why they limited Swords in that environment, but maybe they think it slows down the game too much. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like a problematic card to me. Card destruction as well is limited here. I guess that makes sense. The morphing jars buffing up like mill sorts of strategies makes that sort of deck a bit better. So it makes sense to limit this. I don't hate that. Which is the Black Forest? That is a very interesting one. This card was semi-limited. I like limiting it, though, because this sort of limits the resource engine that you get, where you have 2 Witches, 2 Sangans, which really do turn the games into, like, resource trains for some time. So, I do like that Witch is limited. Doesn't seem like Sangan's limited as well. So, okay, we still have Sangan. Makes sense, which is more powerful considering that Jinzo. So, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense there. Imperial Lord, let's go. Thank goodness this card's limited. This card was so toxic. Really happy to see this one gone. Or not gone, but, limited to 1 copy. So that makes it a bit harder to find. So I like that. Jinzo, of course, also limited. I mean, super powerful card here. So it makes sense that they would hit this as well. And yeah, I mean, we don't want more ODKs running around. And it seems like they also hit limit removal down here. Just jumping ahead, I scrolled down too far, but limit removal's also been limited, which is also, I think, very good because, again, with triple Jinzo, triple limiter, and also all the revival cards, which it seems like those have been limited as well, pre-mat to 1, Call Bahan to 1. Limiting all those, I think, makes it a lot better and, really hurts that deck, which was very toxic in my opinion. Ceasefire is an interesting one, though. Not sure really why Ceasefire's on the list here. I feel like that's a relatively okay card. It shuts off flip effects, so that's good for stopping more degenerate strategies, I think. It does do a bit of burn damage, I guess, so maybe it's to stop burn decks, but I feel like burn decks aren't the best in this format, so I don't know. I think Ceasefire probably didn't need to be limited here, but I don't hate it. It's fine limiting it. I think that's fine. Morphing Jar also limited. Okay, maybe they're like, well, the decks abusing Morphing Jar, have already been hit enough because this card's limited to 1, card destruction limited to 1. You don't need triple Ceasefire running around to completely kill the deck. So maybe that's why they did it. But yeah, very interesting hit there as well. I think that's fine. I like Morphing Jar limited. I like Ceasefire limited. I think that limiting those cards just sort of curbs more toxic decks that could arise. So I like that. And that's it for the new limited cards. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that so far. The semi-limits. Let's see here. We got double Noman Cross out. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Noman Cross, a very powerful card. I think it's a very useful card, though. I would really hate if Noman got limited because I feel like it is necessary to curb some of the power of things like Sangan and Witch, just setting those in passing. Like, I feel like Nock is really good at stopping that sort of thing. So I like semi-limiting it here. I think that's fine. Backup Soldier being semi-limited, I think it's probably to stop like Exodia decks from doing things. Although Exodia decks are in a pretty bad spot here overall. So, I don't necessarily think it was needed, but, probably better to limit that sort of powerful deck if it would arise rather than to wait for it to arise and then have a whole problem on your hands. And then lastly, Morphing Jar number 2 for the last of the semi-limits. And yeah, that makes sense too. Morphing Jar number 2 is a bit of a toxic card. Again, in those sort of mill strategies, it can be good. So yeah, I like that. Okay, I mean, I like this list, all things considered. I mean, I still think that there are some toxic cards in the format like Imperial Order and Jinzo. But again, I don't want Upper Deck Entertainment to ban those cards because, I paid good money for those cards. I don't want to not be able to play with them. That would be kind of pulling out the rug from your fan base, So yeah, I'm happy with this. Hopefully future sets will release new tools to combat things like Imperial Order and Jinzo, which are just so powerful right now. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think it's pretty good. So good job, Upper Deck, at balancing the game a bit more. And I'm looking forward to what cards release in the future. But let me know what your thoughts on this limited list are. What do you think about Jinzo, IO, all that stuff, getting hit? Do you think that it would have actually been better if those were allowed to remain unlimited? I don't think that, but, maybe you do. But let us know down in the comments below. Also, like, comment, subscribe to all the YouTube stuff. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed as always. And until next time, I've been Ben from Wide Zero, and I'm signing off.